My beloved child, before you do anything else, I want you to pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Set aside the distractions around you. Quiet the noise in your mind. Because what I am about to say is not something you should rush past. You may think you stumbled upon this message by chance. You may believe that out of millions of videos online, this one simply appeared in front of you because of an algorithm or a random recommendation. But I want you to know something. I know exactly where you are. I know exactly what you have been carrying. I know the thoughts that have followed you throughout the day. I know the worries that keep you awake at night. I know the silent battles you fight that no one else sees. And today, I want you to hear my voice. Not the voice of fear, not the voice of doubt, not the voice of the world. My voice. Because I have something important to remind you. You are not forgotten. You have never been forgotten. There have been moments when you questioned that truth. Moments when life became so difficult that you wondered if I was still paying attention. Moments when prayers seemed unanswered. Moments when doors remained closed. Moments when hope felt distant. And in those moments, the enemy whispered lies into your heart. He told you that I had abandoned you. He told you that your situation would never change. He told you that your future was already ruined. He told you that your mistakes were too great. He told you that your failures defined you. But my child, those voices never came from me. Because I have never abandoned you. I have never turned my back on you. I have never stopped loving you. Not for a single moment. Even during the seasons when you felt alone, I was there. When tears filled your eyes and nobody else noticed, I was there. When anxiety wrapped itself around your heart, I was there. When disappointment broke your spirit, I was there. When you felt too exhausted to keep going, I was there. You may not have seen me. You may not have felt my presence every second. But I was carrying you through moments that should have crushed you. There were days when the enemy thought he had won. There were days when darkness expected you to quit. There were days when circumstances seemed stronger than your faith. Yet somehow, you kept moving forward. Have you ever wondered why? Because my hand was holding you. Because my grace was sustaining you. Because my love was surrounding you even when you could not see it. My beloved child, I know your heart. I know the dreams you have not told anyone about. I know the prayers you whisper when nobody is listening. I know the hopes you carry deep inside. And I know the disappointments that have made it difficult to believe again. Life has not always been easy. You have faced setbacks. You have experienced heartbreak. You have watched people leave who promised they would stay. You have trusted people who betrayed you. You have carried burdens that seemed unfair. You have endured seasons that felt longer than they should have been. And through it all, you kept asking one question. Lord, are you still working? Today I want to answer that question. Yes, I'm still working. I have been working all along. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is happening. Just because you cannot see the answer does not mean I have stopped listening. Just because the breakthrough has not arrived yet does not mean it is not coming. Many of the greatest things I do begin beneath the surface. Think of a seed planted in the ground. For a long time, nothing appears to happen. The soil looks unchanged. The ground looks empty. Yet beneath the surface, life is growing. Roots are forming. Strength is developing. Preparation is taking place. Then suddenly, what was hidden begins to emerge. My child, there are things growing beneath the surface of your life right now. There are blessings being prepared. There are doors being arranged. There are opportunities developing. There are answers moving toward you. And although you cannot see them yet, I can. That is why I am asking you not to give up. Not now. Not when you have come this far. Not when I am still writing your story. Not when your breakthrough may be closer than you realize. My beloved child, there is something else I need you to understand. You often judge your life based on what is happening in the present moment. If things are going well, you feel hopeful. If things are difficult, you feel discouraged. But my plans are bigger than your current circumstances. I'm not limited by what you see. I'm not restricted by what looks impossible. I am not defeated by obstacles. What seems impossible to you is completely possible for me. The mountain standing before you is not bigger than my power. The problem keeping you awake is not greater than my wisdom. The burden weighing down your heart is not heavier than my strength. Nothing is beyond my ability to redeem. Nothing is beyond my ability to restore. Nothing is beyond my ability to transform. And that includes your situation. I know there have been times when you looked around and compared yourself to others. You watched their lives move forward. You saw their blessings. You saw their victories. You saw their progress. And quietly, you wondered why your journey seemed slower, why your prayers appeared delayed, why your path felt more difficult. But my child, comparison is stealing your peace. You were never called to live someone else's story. You were never created to walk someone else's path. I have a unique purpose for your life. I have a unique calling for your future. I have a unique plan for your journey. And because your calling is unique, your preparation is unique as well. Do not mistake preparation for punishment. Do not mistake waiting for rejection. Do not mistake delay for denial. Many times, what feels like a delay is actually protection. There are doors I closed because they would have led to pain. There are opportunities one removed because they would have distracted you from your purpose. There are relationships I ended because they were not healthy for your future. You may not understand every decision now, but one day you will look back and see my hand guiding you through every chapter. My beloved child, I know there are wounds inside your heart, wounds that still hurt, wounds caused by words spoken against you, wounds caused by rejection, wounds caused by betrayal, wounds caused by disappointment. Some of those wounds have been carried for years. You learned how to function while hurting. You learned how to smile while broken. You learned how to keep moving while carrying pain. But I never intended for you to carry those burdens forever. Bring them to me. Bring me your fears. Bring me your anxiety. Bring me your regrets. Bring me your disappointments. Bring me your broken dreams. Bring me your questions. I can handle them. I'm not afraid of your struggles. I'm not overwhelmed by your pain. I'm not discouraged by your weakness. My love reaches deeper than your wounds. My grace is greater than your failures. My mercy is stronger than your mistakes. And my power is able to heal what you thought would remain broken forever. My child, hear me carefully. Your story is not over. The enemy wants you to believe that it is. He wants you to think nothing will change. He wants you to think your best days are behind you. He wants you to think you have missed your opportunity. But he is wrong. I still have plans for your life. I still have purpose for your future. I still have blessings with your name on them. I still have assignments for you to fulfill. I still have people for you to impact. I still have victories ahead of you. And no setback can cancel what I have spoken over your life. No failure can erase my promises. No disappointment can destroy my purpose. What I have begun in you, I am able to complete. So lift your eyes. Lift your heart. Lift your expectations. Because I am not finished with you. Not even close. The chapter you're living right now is not the end. It is preparation for what comes next. Trust me. Walk with me. Stay close to me. And watch what I will do. Because the same God who carried you yesterday is carrying you today. And the same God who carried you today will lead you into tomorrow. You are loved more than you know. You are stronger than you realize. And your future is brighter than your current circumstances suggest. Do not lose hope. Keep believing. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Because I am with you. And I always will be. My beloved child, there is something I need you to understand at this very moment. The struggles you have faced were never meant to destroy you. I know there were times when it felt that way. I know there were days when the pressure seemed unbearable. Days when disappointment followed disappointment. Days when you wondered how much more you could possibly endure. You looked around and saw other people smiling. You saw them celebrating victories. You saw them moving forward. Meanwhile, you felt as though you were standing still. And quietly, deep inside your heart, a question began to form. Why is this happening to me? My child, I heard that question every time you asked it. I heard it when tears filled your eyes. I heard it during sleepless nights. I heard it when nobody else knew what you were carrying. And today I want to answer you. The pain you experienced was never proof that I had abandoned you. The waiting was never proof that I had forgotten you. The delays were never proof that I had rejected you. In fact, many of the things that frustrated you were actually preparing you. You wanted immediate answers. I was building lasting strength. You wanted quick solutions. I was developing deeper faith. You wanted the road to be easier. I was preparing you for a greater purpose. My beloved child, there are things I can see that you cannot. I see the future. I see the opportunities ahead. I see the people you will influence. I see the lives that will be changed because of your testimony. I see blessings that have not yet arrived. I see victories that have not yet appeared. And because I see the whole picture, I sometimes allow seasons that do not make sense in the moment. What feels like delay to you often becomes protection. What feels like disappointment often becomes redirection. What feels like a closed door often becomes the beginning of something far greater. One day you will look back and understand. One day you will see why certain things had to happen. One day you will realize that even the chapters you wish to skip were part of the story that shaped you. My child, I know you have experienced disappointment from people. People made promises they did not keep. People said they would stay and then walked away. People misunderstood you. People judged you without knowing your heart. People failed you. And because of those experiences, it became difficult to trust. Not only trust others, sometimes even trust me. You wondered why I allowed certain things to happen. You wondered why I did not intervene sooner. You wondered why the pain lasted as long as it did. But hear me clearly. I was never absent. Even when you could not see me, I was working. Even when you felt alone, I was near. Even when everything seemed uncertain, I remained faithful. The world changes. People change. Circumstances change. But I do not change. My love for you is not temporary. My commitment to you is not conditional. My faithfulness does not depend on your circumstances. I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever. My beloved child, I know there have been moments when fear entered your thoughts. Fear about the future. Fear about finances. Fear about health. Fear about relationships. Fear about situations beyond your control. Fear has a way of convincing you that the worst outcome is inevitable. It magnifies problems. It steals peace. It drains strength. It creates scenarios that may never happen. And if you allow it, fear will keep you from walking into the future I have prepared for you. That is why I am asking you to release your fears into my hands. Stop carrying burdens you were never meant to carry alone. Stop trying to solve everything by yourself. Stop believing that every challenge depends entirely upon your strength. You do not have to carry the weight of the world. You were never designed to. I am your refuge. I am your strength. I am your provider. I am your protector. I am your guide. And when you place your trust in me, you are no longer walking through life alone. My child, there is another truth I want you to remember. Your value is not determined by your achievements. The world teaches people to measure themselves by success, by money, by status, by accomplishments, by recognition. But I see you differently. Your worth does not come from what you have accomplished. Your worth comes from who you are. You are my child. You are loved. You are known. You are valued. You are chosen. Long before anyone recognized your potential, I saw it. Long before anyone believed in you, I believed in you. Long before you achieved anything, I loved you. Never allow temporary failures to convince you that you have no value. Never allow criticism to define your identity. Never allow rejection to determine your worth. People may misunderstand you. People may overlook you. People may underestimate you. But my opinion is greater than every opinion spoken against you. And I say that you are precious. I say that you matter. I say that your life has purpose. My beloved child, there are moments when you focus so heavily on what you have lost that you forget what remains. You focus on closed doors and overlook open ones. You focus on disappointments and overlook blessings. You focus on problems and overlook possibilities. Today, I want to shift your perspective. Look at how far you have already come. Look at the battles you survived. Look at the obstacles you overcame. Look at the prayers I have already answered. Look at the ways I have already carried you. You are stronger than you think. You have endured more than you realize. And my grace has brought you through every chapter so far. The same grace that sustained you yesterday will sustain you tomorrow. The same power that carried you through previous storms will carry you through future ones. Nothing that lies ahead is greater than my ability to help you overcome it. My child, I know there are dreams in your heart that seem impossible. Dreams you stopped talking about. Dreams you buried after repeated disappointment. Dreams that feel too far away now. But do not assume that because something has been delayed, it has been denied. I'm still working. I'm still preparing. I'm still opening doors at the right time. Many blessings require preparation before they can be received. If I gave certain things too early, they would become burdens rather than blessings. That is why timing matters. Trust my timing. Trust my process. Trust my wisdom. I know what you need. I know when you need it. And I know how to bring it into your life. My beloved child, there is hope ahead of you. More hope than you can currently see. There is healing ahead. There is restoration ahead. There is joy ahead. There is growth ahead. There is purpose ahead. Do not let temporary darkness convince you that light is not coming. The night never lasts forever. Morning always arrives. And even now, while you are listening to these words, I am moving in ways you cannot yet see. I am arranging circumstances. I am aligning opportunities. I am preparing breakthroughs. I am opening doors. I am strengthening your spirit. I am building your future. The story is not over. The chapter is not finished. The best pages have not yet been written. So continue trusting me. Continue praying. Continue believing. Continue moving forward. Do not quit now. Do not surrender now. Do not lose hope now. You're closer than you realize to the next chapter one have prepared for you. And when you arrive there, you will understand why I asked you to keep believing. Because everything I promised remains true. Everything I have spoken over your life remains possible. And everything I have planned for you remains secure in my hands. Keep your eyes on me, my child. I am leading you. I am protecting you. I am strengthening you. And I am preparing something beautiful ahead. My beloved child, there is something happening within you that you may not fully recognize yet. Even through the struggles, even through the waiting, even through the uncertainty, I have been changing you. You have spent so much time focusing on what has not happened that you have overlooked what has already happened inside your heart. You're not the same person you used to be. The challenges you faced have strengthened you. The battles you survived have matured you. The prayers you prayed have deepened your faith. The disappointments you endured have taught you wisdom. The seasons of waiting have developed patience. And although the process has not always been comfortable, it has been meaningful. Nothing you have experienced has been wasted. Not a single tear, not a single prayer, not a single moment of pain. I am able to use all things for good when you place your trust in me. My child, I know there were seasons when you felt invisible. You worked hard and received little recognition. You gave your best and felt overlooked. You showed kindness and received criticism. You remained faithful while others seemed to prosper through shortcuts. And sometimes you wondered if your efforts mattered. You wondered if anyone noticed. You wondered if I noticed. Let me answer that question. I noticed every act of kindness. I noticed every sacrifice. I noticed every time you chose integrity when dishonesty would have been easier. I noticed every moment you kept going when quitting seemed tempting. I noticed every prayer whispered through tears. Nothing escaped my attention. The world may celebrate what is loud and visible, but I see what happens in secret. I see the heart. I see the motives. I see the choices nobody else sees. And I assure you that faithfulness is never wasted. The seeds you have planted will produce a harvest. The prayers you have prayed will bear fruit. The obedience you have shown will not return empty. Keep trusting me. Keep doing what is right. Keep walking in faith, because the story is still unfolding. My beloved child, there are times when life feels unfair. You see people who hurt others advancing. You see dishonest individuals succeeding. You see situations that seem to contradict justice. And you wonder why. You wonder why righteousness sometimes appears to struggle while selfishness seems rewarded. But remember this, the story is never finished in the middle. A chapter cannot explain an entire book. What you see today is not the final outcome. I'm still working. I'm still balancing what seems unequal. I am still bringing truth into the light. I am still establishing justice in ways that may not yet be visible. Do not become discouraged because you cannot see the entire picture. Trust the author of the story. Trust the one who sees the beginning and the end. Trust the one who knows every detail. My child, there's another burden I want you to release today. The burden of regret. You have spent too much time looking backward. Too much time replaying old mistakes. Too much time wishing you had made different decisions. Too much time carrying guilt for things I've already forgiven. You cannot change yesterday. You cannot rewrite the past. You cannot relive old moments, but you can move forward. And I want you to know something important. Your mistakes do not surprise me. Your failures did not catch me off guard. Your weaknesses were known before you ever existed. Yet I still chose you. I still love you. I still have a purpose for your life. The enemy wants you trapped in regret because regret keeps you focused on what cannot be changed. I want you focused on what can be transformed. Your future is not determined by your worst moment. Your future is not determined by your greatest failure. Your future is determined by my grace and the purpose I have placed within you. Stop defining yourself by chapters that I have already redeemed. You are more than your mistakes. You are more than your disappointments. You are more than your failures. You are my beloved child, and my plans for you remain intact. My child, I know there are moments when you feel tired of fighting, tired of waiting, tired of hoping, tired of believing. The journey has been longer than expected. The battle has lasted longer than expected. The answer has taken longer than expected. And there have been moments when you asked yourself if it was worth continuing. Hear me clearly. Do not quit. Do not surrender. Do not stop now. You are closer than you realize. Many people give up just before breakthrough arrives. Many people walk away moments before the answer appears. Many people abandon hope when victory is nearer than they think. Do not let that be your story. Continue walking. Continue believing. Continue trusting. The same God who brought you this far will not abandon you now. The same God who opened previous doors can open new ones. The same God who healed previous wounds can heal the wounds you still carry. The same God who sustained you in past seasons will sustain you in the seasons ahead. My beloved child, I know your heart longs for peace. Not temporary peace. Not the kind that depends on circumstances. But deep peace. Steady peace. Unshakable peace. The kind of peace that remains even when life becomes difficult. That peace is found in me. The world searches for peace in money, in success, in relationships, in achievements, in possessions. Yet even when those things are obtained, many remain restless. Because true peace does not come from external circumstances. True peace comes from knowing that you are held securely in my hands. When you trust me, uncertainty loses its power. When you trust me, fear loses its grip. When you trust me, storms may still exist, but they no longer control your heart. My child, there are blessings ahead that are greater than you currently imagine. Not because you earned them, not because you are perfect, but because I am faithful. I am preparing opportunities. I am arranging connections. I am opening pathways. I am creating possibilities where none seem to exist. And one day you will look back and realize that I was working all along. Even during silence, even during waiting, even during uncertainty, I was working. My beloved child, never forget this truth. You are loved, not because of what you accomplish, not because of what you own, not because of how others view you. You are loved because you are mine. When the world misunderstands you, I understand you. When people overlook you, I see you. When others abandon you, I remain. When circumstances change, my love remains unchanged. Nothing can separate you from my love. Not failure, not disappointment, not weakness, not fear, not uncertainty, not even the mistakes you continue to regret. My love is greater than all of them. My child, as you move forward, keep your eyes on me. Not on the storms, not on the obstacles, not on the fears. Keep your eyes on me, because where you focus determines how you walk. If you focus only on problems, discouragement will grow. If you focus only on fear, anxiety will increase. But if you focus on my promises, hope will rise. Faith will grow. Strength will return. And peace will fill your heart. The journey ahead may still contain challenges, but it also contains purpose. It contains growth. It contains blessings. It contains victories. And most importantly, it contains my presence. You do not have to face tomorrow alone. You do not have to carry every burden by yourself. You do not have to figure everything out before taking the next step. Simply trust me, one day at a time, one prayer at a time, one step at a time, and watch how I lead you into everything I have prepared for you. The best chapters of your story are still being written. The greatest testimonies are still ahead. The deepest healing is still coming. and the brightest days are still before you. So take courage, my child. Do not lose heart. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Keep moving forward, because I am with you, and I am not finished with your story yet. My beloved child, as you listen to these final words, I want you to remember something that the enemy has tried very hard to make you forget. You are not fighting this battle alone. There were moments when you believed you were by yourself. Moments when nobody seemed to understand what you were carrying. Moments when the weight became so heavy that you wondered if anyone truly saw your pain. But I saw it all. I saw every tear. I saw every disappointment. I saw every sleepless night. I saw every prayer you whispered through trembling lips. And I want you to know that none of it was wasted. Not one moment. Not one struggle. Not one season of waiting. I have been working through every chapter of your life. Even when you could not see my hand. Even when you could not hear my voice. Even when circumstances convinced you that nothing was changing. I was there. I was guiding. I was protecting. I was preparing. I was making a way where you could not yet see one. My child, there's a reason you survived everything that tried to break you. There's a reason you are still here today. There's a reason you are still breathing. There's a reason your story did not end in the middle of your pain. Because I still have purpose for your life. I still have plans for your future. I still have people you are meant to encourage. I still have doors that will open at the right time. I still have blessings that have your name written upon them. Never believe the lie that your best days are behind you. Your story is not ending. It is unfolding. The chapters ahead contain things you cannot yet imagine. The healing you have been praying for. The peace you have been searching for. The restoration you thought was impossible. The strength you thought you would never find. I am able to bring all of these things into your life. But first, I need you to trust me. Trust me when you cannot see the whole picture. Trust me when the answers take time. Trust me when circumstances appear uncertain. Trust me when fear tries to speak louder than faith. Because faith is not believing when everything makes sense. Faith is choosing to trust me even when you do not understand. My beloved child, I know there are dreams inside your heart that feel fragile. Dreams that have been disappointed before. Dreams that have experienced delay. Dreams that seem almost impossible now. Do not give up on them yet. I am still the God who opens impossible doors. I am still the God who creates miracles. I am still the God who transforms hopeless situations. I am still the God who specializes in what people call impossible. The same power that calmed storms still exists. The same power that healed the broken still exists. The same power that raised the fallen still exists. And that power is not limited by your circumstances. Nothing you face today is beyond my ability to overcome. Nothing. Not your fears. Not your failures. Not your disappointments. Not your struggles. Not your doubts. Not your past. Nothing. My child, there are people who counted you out. People who assumed you would never recover. People who expected your faith to fail. People who underestimated the purpose I placed within you. But they do not determine your future. I do. And I have never stopped believing in what I created you to become. When others saw weakness, I saw potential. When others saw failure, I saw growth. When others saw an ending, I saw a beginning. And I still see a future filled with hope. Do not let temporary setbacks convince you that permanent defeat is your destiny. It is not. You were created for more than survival. You were created to live with purpose. You were created to walk in faith. You were created to reflect my love. You were created to shine light into dark places. You were created to inspire hope in others. You were created for a reason, and that reason still remains. My beloved child, as this message comes to a close, I want you to release what has been weighing you down. Release the fear. Release the anxiety. Release the regret. Release the disappointment. Release the bitterness. Release the questions that have stolen your peace. Place them into my hands. You do not have to carry them anymore. I'm strong enough to hold what has been overwhelming you. I am faithful enough to guide what feels uncertain. I am loving enough to heal what feels broken. And I am powerful enough to transform what appears impossible. Take a moment right now and remember how many times I have already carried you. Remember the battles you survived. Remember the storms you overcame. Remember the situations that once looked hopeless. You made it through all of those moments because I was with you. And if I was faithful then, I will be faithful now. If I carried you then, I will carry you now. If I made a way then, I will make a way now. My child, the future is not something to fear. The future is something to place in my hands. You do not need to know every detail. You do not need to have every answer. You do not need to see the entire road ahead. You simply need to take the next step with me. One step at a time, one prayer at a time, one day at a time, and I will guide you. I will strengthen you. I will comfort you. I will provide for you. I will walk beside you through every season that remains. My beloved child, never forget who you are. You are loved. You are chosen. You are valued. You are forgiven. You are seen. You are known. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not alone. You belong to me. And because you belong to me, hope remains alive. No matter what your circumstances look like today, hope remains. No matter how difficult this season has been, hope remains. No matter how many disappointments you have experienced, hope remains. Because I remain. And as long as I remain, your story is not over. The final chapter has not been written. The greatest testimony may still be ahead. The breakthrough may be closer than you realize. The answer may be nearer than you think. The blessing may already be on its way. So keep believing, keep praying, keep trusting, keep moving forward. Do not allow fear to stop you. Do not allow doubt to silence you. Do not allow disappointment to define you. Lift your eyes, lift your heart, lift your faith, because I'm still working, I'm still moving, I'm still making a way, and I'm still writing a beautiful story through your life. One day you will look back and understand. One day you will see how every tear had purpose. Every delay had purpose. Every challenge had purpose. Every season had purpose. And when that day comes, you will realize that I never left you. Not for one moment. Not for 1 second. I was with you through it all. And I will continue to be with you through everything that lies ahead. My beloved child, walk forward in faith. Walk forward in hope. Walk forward in confidence. Because the God who created you is still guiding you. The God who loves you is still protecting you. The God who called you is still leading you. And the God who began a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. I am with you, always, and I always will be. Amen.